Hello. When I was a young man, I used to work at a Starbucks and I had the highest sales ticket. I always get the most sales. Not because I actually tried to sell anything, I didn't. I never tried to sell anything. Instead, what I realized is people key on to authenticity. And when I just come from a place of sharing, not trying to sell them anything, but just sharing what I liked, I would naturally convey through their mirror neurons that they would essentially feel the same things I would feel, and they would reciprocate those emotions by saying, "Hey, I want to try that too." And so they had a sandwich that didn't sell very well. It was called a beef brisket, and it never sold, but I loved this sandwich. And I would mention it to people. I'd say, "Hey, there's this sandwich that I don't know the exact words, it's been a long time," but I would essentially say, "Hey, this sandwich, it's fatty beef shredded with barbecue sauce, and the way it emulsifies together, the moment the crispy bread hits your tongue, this buttered crispy bread hits your tongue, it tastes like crack. I love this sandwich." I would just express that. I would express genuinely from my own emotions, describing what I experienced, and people, they would light up, their faces would change. First, of course, I'd start the interaction with my signature "Yellow." I would say that to people. It would light them up. It would bring them up in energy. Now, personally, I'm not a very extroverted person. I am very introspective, very introverted, but I try to bring myself out of my shell by first breaking rapport, breaking my own mental frame, lifting myself up through action and expressing positive emotions, which in turn would have them reciprocate through their mirror neurons. They would feel positive emotions, and naturally, they would receive me reciprocate my emotions positively, and the interaction would just start naturally. It would flow naturally. We'd feel positive emotions throughout that experience. And because of this, I'd put them in a good frame. There would be much more receptive to me just sharing. And so when I'd bring up the sandwich, when I'd say, just describing it, essentially my experience with it and my positive emotions, genuine positive emotions with that sandwich, this sandwich that never sold anywhere else. Other people could not sell it. They'd always buy it from me. Everyone. I'd sell it, every single one of them. I'd sell other sandwiches too that I liked. I'd talk about sandwiches that I liked the same way. This sandwich tastes like crack. The way it hits my tongue when I bite through the crunchy bread. Wow. The emotions back then were a lot more genuine when I talk about it. And really, I sold everything. And you now know how to.